I love breakfast casseroles, and this egg bake is unlike anything you've ever tried. I'm gonna just start with 3 cloves garlic. You just need these finely chopped. I love the garlic in this dish. It just really isn't something you often have around breakfast time, but also because it makes your house smell so amazing while the dish is baking. Then you need about a teaspoon fresh thyme. Thyme is so good here, but you could also use rosemary or oregano or sage would be really yummy too. And even though the leaves are so tiny, it's still nice to chop them up here. I'm actually gonna do the eggs next, just so that I make sure they get nice and mixed in. You need 8 eggs. I love that this recipe is vegetarian and gluten-free. I feel like often breakfast casseroles just don't hit that mark. While the eggs are just in here with the garlic and thyme, go ahead and whisk them up just to break the yolks. And then you can go ahead and whisk in your milk. And then do half a teaspoon salt. And then about half a teaspoon again of ground black pepper. The quinoa is so cool in this recipe. It ends up just sort of settling at the bottom of the dish and acting like a crust. And you don't have to cook it ahead of time. It'll cook while the dish bakes. So easy. Make sure everything's nicely whisked together. And then the final flourish is to chop up some fresh baby spinach. You need about 2 cups. You just want a rough chop on this. It doesn't have to be too finely done. And then for the baking dish, you just want to give it a nice coating of canola spray oil, just to make sure nothing sticks. Fold in the spinach. And then you'll give the dish a little shake so that the quinoa starts to settle to the bottom. You can see it down there, and this will form a really delicious crunchy crust at the base of it. You will cover the dish with aluminum foil. The aluminum foil will just protect the eggs from browning too much, and it'll bake for 45 minutes until just set. Now it's time to take off the foil and just grab it on one of these corners. The egg bake is set at this point, so you're going to add the cup of cheese. It's a generous sprinkling, so it adds this great texture on top. And now this will head back into the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's nice and golden brown on top. Okay, so it looks beautiful. It's super golden brown. You want to let it cool just a little bit and then slice it and serve. An easy, savory breakfast. Quinoa egg bake with thyme and garlic.